Yo, 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 this is Lee Laurent, and as always, we here rocking with all Urban Central. And it seems like there's a little trouble in paradise with Yandy and Mendeecees. And apparently there's also some infidelity to be reported. However, before you guys start pointing the finger at Mendeecees, Yandy's friend has a lot to say about her cheating, and allegedly she's been cheating with some guy in London. Apparently, Yandy's former best friend and hairstylist, Brian Jameson, takes to Instagram to tell it all. And so this little black love that they've been posting and portraying, let's just say it may not be exactly what it all appears to be.
Thinking about all the shit I did for you and sacrificed for myself. You took me away from my birthday to London. That wasn't for me. London was for you. We're in a restaurant taking pictures. My boyfriend hits me up and he's like, yo, who's taking a picture? Who's that third menu for on the table? I said, oh, Yandy, he's going to think I'm cheating on him. He thinks I'm here with somebody. All along, we was there with you and Yandy. That you was. We went to London so you could. They didn't go there for me. I'm like, Yandy, please, I gotta tell him. Don't tell him nothing. I don't want him in my business. So you want me to let him believe that I'm cheating on him? And then you still ungrateful? So my shit is fucked up. Your shit home with Mendeecee is under wraps because he thinks you taking me away to London for my fucking birthday. All the while, you out here fine. Don't get me wrong. I would have too. But you still was ungrateful. You ain't no lawyer. End up hold you down. My think I'm on him, and you doing all sucking in the room. We had a flat. The wall separated my bed and your bed. I'm listening. I can't answer the phone for my boyfriend, and I'm listening to you in this night. You a wicked, ungrateful bitch, and then you treat me like shit. Nah, bitch, ain't going down like that.
It seems like Yandy's former friend, Brian Jameson, had a lot to say. And apparently it was mad day because he started exposing all of her tea, just telling all her business, saying that she was cheating on Mendeecees internationally. But I wonder, is it cheating if it's internationally? Like, it's a whole different time zone, it's a whole different country. But yeah, so the narrative of Mendeecee's cheating probably has been falsified to cover up her cheating. Or maybe they both have an open marriage. We don't really know the full details. And we wouldn't have known this had Brian not, exposed it. But thanks to Brian exposing it, we were not only able to figure out where she was cheating, we kind of zoned in on the time as well. So Brian said this was during his birthday while in London. So February 22nd, 2022 is when this all occurred. So I was able to locate this London birthday trip or excursion where Yandy and her friend at the time, Brian Jameson, obviously went to London. Brian Jameson claims that she used him as a cover-up to go cheat on Mendeecees while overseas. Apparently it was his birthday and they were celebrating, and she was celebrating at a whole different type of party. Now, she did take a moment to pen this a really amazing letter in her post and her caption. And so we're going to get into that caption because you can see that they actually were really close friends, and somehow, in some way, they stopped being friends. Yandy says, not too many places I want to go without my bestie. God gifted me the best brother and uncle to my babies a girl could ever have. You saved me from depression, being lonely, being a single parent, and not believing I could do anything. I love you. And I don't say that lightly or with fluff, like for real, like deep down in the pits of my soul, I love you. I know being one of my besties and working for me ain't easy or ideal. I don't take you for granted. I mean, she really goes in and showing how much she cares about him. So it's actually kind of sad to see how far they've fallen out. And obviously, it's really sad to see how far Brian Jameson is going to expose her. I don't really know the details following around how they fell out. Yandy and Mendeecee's been with each other for quite some time. And Yandy made sure she stayed by Mendeecee's side, even when he had to serve time. There was obviously all this controversy following that, obviously they got married on live television, like on BT. It was a whole special. And we then found out that they weren't legally married because obviously if you marry someone who has to pay restitution, and sometimes you might even have to pay their back child support. So I don't blame Yandy for marrying Mendeecees under the table until, everything was finalized. And then, of course, there's this old folktale, and how you get them is how you lose them. And if you remember the origin of Yandys and Mendeecees, it seemed like their timeline of when they started dating and when he stopped dating his second baby moms was a little foggy. And it appeared that perhaps Yandy and Mendeecees were seeing each other while he was actually dating his baby moms. But it's really interesting how in this season of Love and Hip Hop, the narrative of Mendeecees is cheating on Yandy, when in technicality, it could be the other way around. So we're going to play a full clip and let you guys see what everyone's been portrayed on reality TV. But honestly, it could be the fact that both of them are actually in an open arrangement, like an open marriage. But I'll let you guys be the judge. Take a look at this clip right here.
Your husband has a mistress. Everybody in Atlanta and everybody knows.
That was literally crazy, seeing Yandy jump in that girl's face like that. But to add insult to injury, you have Kirk Frost's mistress, Jasmine, and her friend saying that Mendeecee's cheating. But it gets even more crazy when Yandy has to have a sit-down with Nick Canyon's ex-girlfriend, Jessica White, as she explains that Mendeecees was trying to holler at her niece.
That she was at a club and Mendeecee tried to holler at her.
Y'all, I don't even believe Yandy for 1 second that she was using Mendeecee's Instagram DM and messaging the girl. But that's a nice little cover-up. I think that it's really interesting when you have reality TV stars who try to not expose their reality. But obviously, it seems like maybe they're both in on it. And as we know, Mendeecees and Yandy, they have a big family that they're raising. It's a blended family, as he came with a few kids prior to their 2 children that they had. And with the fusion of families, it seems that Yandy has become a mother figure and a mother to all of the respective children, especially to little Mendeecees, who's Mendeecee's oldest son.
I feel like I look dumb. That's not how it goes.
Just keep dancing, dog.
So definitely just want to put out the disclaimer that the disgruntled former friend, Brian Jameson, and obviously all these allegations he's putting out is all alleged. He could just be falsifying information just to kind of throw dirt on his friend's name, especially now that he's no longer employed. But all in all, Yandy and Mendeecees have a beautiful family that they are, obviously taking care of and raising. And even if there was some type of infidelity going on, perhaps on both sides, it seems like they're both happy. So I think that's all that really matters. But anyway, we're going to keep you guys updated. But in the meantime, what do you guys think?